Hello, dear listener, and welcome to ThriveCast, unlocking your full potential. Your well-being is our priority, and we're here to provide you with practical, heartfelt advice on living your best life. Together, we'll explore identity, purpose, prosperity mindset, authenticity, and so much more. So grab your headphones and get ready. Your journey starts now. So welcome, dear listener, to yet again another episode of ThriveCast, Unleash Your Full Potential. I'm Oscar. I'm an emotional fitness coach, and I have the website realitydecoding.com. And on this podcast, we're really going to go through and look at today your purpose and what is your driving purpose. And with me here today, I have Katarina Hanssens Carlsson that is going to tell us a little bit about this right now.
Yes, well, first of all, I'm going to introduce myself, Katarina Hanssens Carlsson, and I'm the CEO of Destiny International 11. And what I do is I find your blueprint, your identity, your driving purpose, your business blueprint, entrepreneurial blueprint in a one-day consultation. So, how do we find our driving purpose, and why is it so rare that people have a driving purpose? And what do I mean by driving purpose? First of all, I need to define it. It's a purpose that drives you every single day, no matter what. And it's wonderful because you feel this idea didn't come from my parents or my siblings or my friends or anybody else. It came from within. And when you have your driving purpose, you meet every challenge that comes up and you overcome it and you grow and you grow and you grow. I've had a driving purpose for 20 years and I will never give it up. In fact, I've developed it. So, what do you think, Oscar? What is in the way of us finding our driving purpose?
Short answer is you are in the way of finding your driving purpose.
Yeah.
I think it's important for us to recognize that it is actually nothing outside of us that is in the way of finding our driving purpose. However, it is how we relate to what is outside of us, and what is outside of us is making us how we are acting because of what is outside of us. And so it's extremely related to identity. It's extremely related to your authenticity and showing up in the world the way you were intended. And that's a tricky thing because we've come so much from the mind. We've learned that we're in our mind, and it's through our mind we will accomplish things. And the problem is that that does not work. It might work for some, but very many it does not work for. And obviously there's a lot to talk about this more as well.
Exactly. So identity is key. That's the first step. You need to be true to yourself, and which the ancient Greeks said, be true to thyself. So you need to be authentic and go deep into yourself and know who you are. Number two, we all have a fake identity. I have, Oscar has, everybody has. But the more you reduce the power of that fake identity, the more you find what its strategy is and reframe it, the more authentic you are and the closer you are to your driving purpose. So what do you say, Oscar, about your fake identity?
Well, our fake identity is our persona. It's who we were groomed into by society, by our parents, by by the vibrations around us, by our environment. And we took it upon ourselves to adapt into what other people said that we should be in order to fit in. And so we pushed away our natural way of being because it wasn't helpful for society or for our parents, or like us being ourselves weren't simply enough in their eyes. And so we adapted because we need love, right? So we adapt in order to get love. Problem is, it's never real love that we get, and we lose ourselves in the process. So it's a horrible thing, obviously, and you can always discuss whose fault is it and so forth. But the whole point of the journey is to come back to whom we really resonate with being.
Exactly. It's all about survival, and we do whatever it takes to survive, not knowing that if we are more ourselves, then life will make sense to us, even if it makes no sense to anybody else. It doesn't really matter. It makes sense to us. So it's easy to find your passion, because your passion is what you normally do the whole time. Now, is this your passion? No. It can be a resource for knowledge, but mostly it's a time waster. Would you agree with me? I think you would. I think you would. So your passion is what you would do whether you're paid or not. Your passion is what you love to do, and you'd love to do it every single day. But that doesn't necessarily work in a business, because it's not your driving purpose. Your driving purpose is something that is within you, and you're never going to give it up. Your passion, you may give up and find another passion, and then another one, and then another one. And people are not convinced by that. So, identity reframed in a saboteur, driving purpose, and then the next one is your vision. But we are going to be talking about that next week. So, Oscar, any last thoughts? How do people get in touch with you?
Well, first there was a lot of things that popped into my head. I'd absolutely say how people will get in touch with me. But before that, I wanted to add, so people understand this, that the journey is coming back to whom we truly are. And it is about us recognizing when we are stepping out of our alignment, and how we are doing that with the people around us and with our work and everything, right? Where are we heading away from our authenticity? So that's one thing. The other thing that I also wanted to say is that your purpose, many people can say, like, what is the meaning? Like, what is my purpose, and so forth. But I would ask you to start looking at the patterns in your life and seeing, like, well, no matter what happens, I always find myself back at this, and I always get a little bit deeper into this. And some people are healers, some are organizers, some are inventors. You could just look at whatever, no matter what happens in your life, what will you always do? Like, I will always read a book, regardless of whatever occurs to me. Now, and then go deeper. What is that book about? And so forth and so forth. So it's really about this questioning and going deeper into your, well, what your patterns are. And obviously, there's tools for this. You can always look into your astrology. You can look into your human design. There's so many things. And the more you accumulate, the more you will probably recognize that there's a red thread here throughout your life. That's how I got mine. Anyway, you can reach me at realitydecoding.com. I also have a Facebook group called Live Your Purpose and a YouTube channel called Oscar Nygren. So that's how you get in touch with me. And Katarina, how do people reach you?
The best way to reach me is actually click on my link, my Calendly link, and have a call with me. It's absolutely free. If you want to know your driving purpose, call me there. And once you find your driving purpose, you can thrive in your life. And next week, we'll be talking about your compelling 5-year vision. So stay with us.
Excellent. So see you next week, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.